Well, Tom, congratulations, 3 points, well earned. Must be very happy with that.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we made it hard for ourselves. I think it's always nerve-wracking 1-0 in the last 10-15 minutes, and they're putting a few more men on, they're putting a few big giants coming on the pitch. Yeah, we made it difficult. I think we had, my other chance and Yak's chance to put the game to bed, and that's what we spoke about in there. As much as it was a great mentality to hold on, very similar to the Millwall performance. Not really much in the game. I felt we were in control of the game. They were a very one-dimensional team. You knew what their game plan was, and I felt we dealt with it in large well. Obviously, listen, it's a natural thing to drop deeper in the last 10 minutes because you're holding on to something, but I think we have to put the chances to bed. My second one, the Yaks one, like I said, and all of a sudden we can sort of coast through the last 15 minutes. But it shows the resilience, it shows the mentality of this squad, especially after Wednesday night, which I knew wasn't good enough, individually and collectively. And to come here and put in a fighting performance that we did, and I thought before we deserved 3 points.
Did the manager mention those missed chances in the dressing room?
It was the first thing he said. He said, listen, like, as much as it's great, it's a clean sheet and we come away, but we have to try and release pressure off our back five in the last sort of dying moments of the game. And when your forward players getting them opportunities, we have to put it to bed, and all of a sudden the game becomes a lot easier. If we'd have come off that pitch today and had a point or lost 2-1, we'd have been devastated, because we showed from start to finish that we were comfortable. We dealt with their aerial threat, we dealt with their sort of game plan of hitting long balls. So we could have made the game a lot easier, but nevertheless, after Wednesday, the biggest thing was to take 3 points, to come back with reaction, and I felt we showed the battle and sort of the mentality to dig in a tough place to come.
That's it. Obviously, as you said, the two positives, if you like, are that we're creating some really good chances. Hopefully we take them more next time. And also, you said everyone was relieving that pressure, making sure that the back five wasn't overly worked in the last few minutes. So 3 points as well. So ultimately a good day.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, listen, they had a few half chances. They had one that hit the post, but apart from that, they were always half chances. I wouldn't say it created very many clear-cut ones where Joe's had to pull off saves. So yeah, like I said, the biggest thing was the 3 points, and going into an international break, that's always great to finish on a high. And now we rest up because we've got a very, very busy October. And
obviously, football's a lot about habits, really, and stuff. And it's good that we haven't got into a habit of losing. We've lost games, but we've shown that we can put that to bed and kind of come back next time, don't we?
Yeah, it's a funny one. I think we haven't really looked like we're going to go and lose 2, 3, 4 on the bounce. What we have done is we've lost heavy defeats, but that's where we feel that at times we've not been in shape. We've gone away from our principles of being in structure. We're never going to be a team that's going to dominate possession of the ball, and we have to be able to sit tight in shape, be hard to beat, and then rely on the bits of quality we've got on the pitch to try and win this game. So we have to look at overall the start of the season. It's been a fantastic start to the season, considering all the problems we've had to deal with, the circumstances we're under. But it's a credit to this group of lads, the mentality, the reaction after Wednesday to come here and pick up 3 points. But it's early days, we've got a long way to go.
But touching your goal as well, of course. When did you decide where you were going to put it?
To be fair, as soon as I won the free kick, it was at a distance where I felt I couldn't really cross it. It was always just about shooting, and then when the keeper put 3 in the wall, he left quite a big gap to his left-hand side. So I thought, okay, if I can get it in and around the wall, inside the wall, with a little bit of natural bend to come round, then I've always given myself half a chance, and I caught it nice, and I knew as soon as I left my foot, it had a chance. So, brilliant. It was great, but most importantly, the 3 points.
Touching to the break that's coming up, and good time to sort of take stock, really look at what we've done well so far, look what we can improve on, and actually get a bit of rest in and get a few players back as well.
Yeah, that's the most important thing. I think even though the heavy defeats will come out as a negative, but it's expected. We've had such a threadbare squad throughout the start of the season. The same 12, 13 players have had to play week in, week out, and it's tough. We've got a lot of young players who've not played at this level before, but it's great to have in the next couple of weeks to get Naby back, Femi back, Ovi back, and all of a sudden then we're starting to look a bit more stronger, a bit more healthy. We've got big Andy Cowell coming now, obviously a few weeks training for him, and he'll be up to shape, the big Yak. So it's good to see these people back in the building and back in the mix, because it's a long old season. The Championship tests you, every single one of you, and if we've got a squad that we can adapt and we can bring players on and change games, then it's the most important thing.
And lastly, we kind of reflected on those sort of 10 games as well, 6 wins out of it. I mean, I think most teams at any level would be very happy with that, and that's hopefully we are building that habit, looking like a team with a lot of confidence that we can get points on the board and get to where we want to be. Yeah,
definitely. I think we've always had one aim, and I think, listen, it's great when you're winning games and people can get carried away, people outside the stadium can get carried away, and that's great. We want to try and win as many games as we can for the fans, but we've got one aim, and that is to reach 45 points. After that, if we are in a mix where we can push on, and that's a bonus, but I think the biggest thing for us is that we have to fight each and every game. We have to be at it to give ourselves chances of winning games. And 6 out of 10, considering lots of pundits have said Reading will be down there struggling. Listen, it's early days. There's still a long way to go, but the mentality of this group is massive, and that's the most important thing in this team, is the mentality to prove people wrong. But like I said, we've got a long way to go. This is just the first phase, and we've got plenty more games to do it.